go.
We saw a black screen. Surprise, we're here. How's everybody doing?
Happy Monday.
Oh my gosh, is it ever Monday?
It's always Monday when we do this.
It is. But did you know Monday is one of my favorite days of the week?
Is it? Why is that?
It just seems so fresh and full of possibilities.
Huh.
And I'm not exhausted from the week yet.
Yeah, I think Monday is my least favorite day.
It's because you gig all weekend like a lunatic.
I'm very much so like Garfield in that way. He hates Mondays.
What's your thoughts on lasagna?
I love lasagna. Maybe I'm Garfield. I love lasagna.
I wasn't going to say it.
I love laying on the couch.
Whoa.
I hate Mondays.
Really? You're a Garfield.
I'm a Garfield.
You're a Garfield.
I can't do early mornings. I don't know if that's also associated with Garfield, but...
I feel like that's a musician problem.
Yeah, maybe.
So has anybody here read the Garfield comics? Like, I have distinct memories as a child just like reading the Garfield comic books and just rolling on the floor laughing. But there's a strategy to it because you have to like, they're not funny right away. Yeah. Like you have to get like a good 5 or 10 minutes of comic reading in before it starts to get funny. I don't know if because your mind has gone numb, but it's really, they're great.
It's definitely one of the top 3 comics of all time, I think. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. Truman, are you saying it aged badly? Oh, did it? It's been a while.
I love Garfield. Like, lived for Garfield. You go back and take a look.
Oh, no!
Interesting.
Oh no. Okay, I'll have to go back and rewatch the Garfield.
PIANOTE does not endorse Garfield.
Shoot. Just so everybody knows, Truman's here. We're streaming to YouTube today, so hello to our YouTube audience. Truman's managing the YouTube chat. He's right here. There's Truman. There he is. And we're just gonna have a great day. Everybody, look at what happened.
Oh, already? Wow. That is.
How do you feel about that sound?
That's not a good sound, but you know what? This might be a good chance to segue into something since you're out of your tree.
There's still sips there.
There's drops. Okay, Lisa, I actually have a surprise for you.
What?
That Lisa doesn't know about this. Okay, so one of our PIANOTE members reached out to me maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, Ed, and we have a very special birthday. He turned 80 yesterday.
Ed is 80? Which Ed?
Is 80. Okay, well, hold on. Let me explain what happened here.
Well, Ed turned 80.
Ed turned 80, exactly. And the other thing is, so it's Ed Kirk, and he really knows how much, if you don't know much about Lisa, she loves cake. Lisa loves cake.
Obviously, what kind of monster doesn't love cake?
So Ed wanted to do something very special, and he wanted to share some cake with the PIANOTE team to celebrate his birthday. I'm sure there's a lot of other birthdays around here too. So give me one moment. I have to go grab something.
Is this gonna be the best live stream we've ever had?
Thank you. Okay.
No.
Happy birthday to Ed.
Look at how amazing these look. Are you guys getting a good look at this?
Oh my gosh! Did Ed send cake?
Ed sent cake for the whole PIANOTE team. This was his way of saying thank you for everything that we've been doing, and it's so nice. And we're celebrating your birthday here, Ed. So,
Ed!
Lisa, you get to take your pick.
Oh no!
Which one do you want? You want that one? That's the blue one. That's the one Eleni wants.
This is blue Hawaii. It's pineapple and coconut. I can tell from the smell.
How can you tell? How can you tell that this is pineapple coconut from a blue? The coconut I can see.
I have a very good nose.
Okay, well, I'm going to take this.
That's the second best choice.
That's okay.
Would you like me to tell you the fragrance, or are you worried about my nose getting that close?
Okay, no. Tell me. What is this one?
Oh, that's straight up vanilla. That's just like
just
vanilla.
That's what I want. And for the rest of the crew here, if you want to pass those out to some people, we have unlimited cupcakes for this stream because there's a lot.
Are you serious?
There's a lot.
Ed!
So thank you, Ed.
Ed, thank you. We have to sing happy birthday.
We do. You know what? We absolutely
You have to go to the piano. I don't think the cameras are set for the piano, but we're going to make this happen anyways.
We're going to go for it.
I'm just going to lean over here. Imagine Kevin. Happy birthday. Birthday, dear
right?
Oh, my
So-
heart is so full.
That's a little surprise to start off the stream.
Well, now I don't even know what to do.
It's a celebration. Today is all about celebrating the PIANOTE show. Is the inaugural PIANOTE show. Ed's birthday. And to anyone else who has a birthday, we'll also celebrate you
Ed!
this special week.
Thank you. This is the best surprise ever. Oh, Ed is here in the chat.
Ed is here. Thanks, Lisa. Perfect voice.
Aww.
Happy 80th birthday, Ed.
Happy birthday, Ed.
Amazing.
Oh, my heart is so full.
Yeah, you know, it's been a couple weeks planning just to get this into our hands. So.
Holy Hannah. Do you even know though?
Oh yeah, we had the whole team in on it. Amy was in on it. Eleni, both your sisters.
How did I not know?
Eleni had to go pick it up today. So there's a team effort involved here.
This is crazy. So can you just do all the talking for a minute?
Okay,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm kinda
you just
busy.
enjoy. Okay, so this week on PIANOTE, what's new? We have just released a new video, and this was a video that one of my quick tips actually that we filmed. One of my first quick tips that I filmed. Lisa's having the time of her life right here. She's in heaven. One of the first quick tips that I filmed out in Malibu while we were out there, and I just thought, hey, you know what? I have a video I want to share with PIANOTE. So Lisa asked me a question. She said, "What's one thing? If you could only teach one thing to students, like what would that one thing be?" I was like, well, obviously it would be like the ultimate chord hack. Like this is what I teach a lot of my students when they want to take their chording from just like simple triads. But like it's a really easy trick. You know what? We'll show you the first little snippet here. We have like a 30-45 seconds of the video that we'll just show here, and that will do most of the explaining. Let's roll. What is up, people? My name is Kevin Castro, and today I'm going to help you spice up your playing by learning how to play one chord 4 different ways. And so the main thing is, when you're playing just your regular C triad or G, A minor, F, you can get tired of that sound pretty quickly. So today what we're going to talk about is how to add more color to your playing. So we're going to start off with that progression, C, G, A minor, and F. But instead of playing those triads, what we're going to do is we're going to use one triad in particular. So we're going to use the C chord, C, E, and G. So what I want you to try and do is play that in your second inversion. So that's going to be G, C, and E. And what we're going to try and do for now, just to start off, let's start off on a C chord, C in the bass. Just try to do an octave. If you can't do an octave, just hit one note, but C. Now let's go down to F. Let's see what this sounds like. So automatically, right off the bat.
Isn't that amazing?
Pretty cool.
We can still hear it. It's amazing.
Pretty cool little piano trick. So if you want to watch it, it is now on the PIANOTE members site. And it will, I guess that's a sneak peek for our YouTube members.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what we're going to be releasing on Friday this week. So
yeah, it's
stay tuned for
inside
that.
the members area already. And I think the hidden bonus or the not so secret bonus of accessing these through the members area is that you get the practice tools.
Totally.
So you saw this sheet music on screen? PIANOTE members can get that.
You get that, you practice.
It's a really, really cool video. And you know what? It's like that secret hope that you'll kind of start practicing and then you'll just get lost in piano.
Oh,
and
totally.
spend forever there.
Yeah, it's a great chord hack. And the thing is, I teach it in the key of C. One thing I didn't say in the video is you can take that same rule and apply it into any key. So if you can figure out how that works in the key of C, using second inversion, then you can take that same trick. And I use that in almost every pop song I play. It's one of like my little secret weapons.
Pretty good at pop songs.
I'm pretty good at pop songs.
Pretty good. Okay.
Not bad.
So here's the thing. Sorry, it's just the cupcake. I'm just like really overwhelmed.
The whole first
Hey,
one?
we've talked about how I
Amazing.
feel about cake, Kevin.
Lisa's been waiting for this moment her whole
I didn't
life.
even have cake this weekend. 0 cake.
There you go.
I had squares and they were underwhelming. Anyways. So the video we just watched was shot in Malibu
Yes.
when we were on site filming with Jesus Molina. Now, Kevin was on that trip with us and I don't really know what got into us.
This was
It wasn't actual Malibu. It was like
we'd been
we were
in a room.
tired.
We were tired. We were just in a weird mood.
We were like so excited about being in Malibu and working with Jesus Molina. that we thought we'd film something. Okay, so here, we'll set the scene. So we filmed with Jesus. He's now left. And we're in this beautiful mansion. It's like stunning, gorgeous, most beautiful place I've ever been. And Jesus left his piano there because it didn't fit in his convertible.
His special Nord.
His special Nord was still in our space. And he's like, well, just can you drop it off in my house tomorrow? We're like, sure, can we use it? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So the Nord is here. And we're filming lessons. And so we got kind of bored of filming lessons. So we're like, let's just mess around.
Yeah.
And so I put in some words into like a random lyrics generator online.
Yeah.
And what you're about to see is the result of the song that came from the random lyrics generator.
Yes.
And it starts weird and it just keeps getting weirder.
This is an exclusive behind the scenes look into what filming is like.
Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen. And literally, so the quick tip that I filmed that was released on Pianote right now, this was about 30 minutes later. I'm wearing the same outfit. Like this is just for your eyes only.
Yeah, it's really something else.
We're like, what are we gonna do with this content? It's just, and the song is called Sand or Ocean. So, and it's totally improvised on the spot.
We didn't practice this.
We did not rehearse this. So this is literally on the spot. Lisa and I are just making up songs. So let's take a look at Sand or Ocean.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I think I got this. You get on with life as an artist. You're a quirky kind of person. You like singing in a choir and collecting rocks. You like to contemplate sand, but when you start to daydream, your mind jets straight to the ocean. Oh, sometimes I look at you and I look into your eyes. I notice the way you think about the ocean with a smile, curved lips you just can't disguise. But you think it's sand, making your life worthwhile. Why is it so hard for you to decide which you love more, sand or ocean? Sand or ocean? That's here. It's a beautiful place.
It almost turned into like a musical at one point.
Every
It sounded like you're getting really telling a story.
What do you love more, sand or ocean? Oh, you like to use words like magic and awesome. You like to use words about sand, but when you stop your talking, your mind turns straight to the ocean. Oh, 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 oh. Sometimes I look at you and I look into your eyes. I notice the way you think about the ocean with a smile, curved lips, and you can't disguise. But if you think it's sand making your life worthwhile, why is it so hard for you to decide what you love more, sand or ocean?
Sand or Ocean. That's honestly so good.
We were stone cold sober too.
Oh yeah.
This is the thing.
She just thought, hey, we're gonna make a song. And it was like, okay, he was asking me like, okay, name something about the beach, and she types in sand. Name something about what
Where
do
you
like,
are.
Where you are, and she's like, ocean. And it came out with these lyrics that we made into Sand or Ocean.
And I think part of it was we were just so zenned out and relaxed from being in
Yeah.
Malibu that we weren't in our heads. We were just like, let's just make this song on the spot. Sorry about that, everyone.
So
okay, I
good.
feel like we're supposed to do actual
We
learning
are,
today.
we are. So, wow, crazy
How do
start
we
to
even like
this
segue
piano
out
show.
of that?
I don't know. It's just We'll just jump into it, I guess.
We have some real teaching. Believe it or
do.
not, we are
You are going to learn something today, hopefully.
teachers. Oh, I'm really actually very excited about this. One of the pardon me, it's a cupcake. One of the I didn't bring my. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay, one of the number one things that we get requested on YouTube is arpeggios. And same with our members. Everybody wants to know how to play arpeggios better. What are arpeggios? How can we be amazing at them? So I thought we could work on arpeggio patterns, and then Kevin comes in with, and then what if we do them in different time signatures? Theory. So we figured we could take both of these things and work on arpeggios with you guys, teach you how to put them into different rhythms, and have some fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So Kevin's at the piano with his cupcake, which is not stressing me out at all.
Sorry.
No, I'm good. We're fine here.
Okay. So arpeggio. So Lisa, what is an arpeggio?
Okay, so here's the question. Because arpeggios, I feel like they're a really open concept. So if you would have asked me this question back in Royal Conservatory days, I'd be like, let's play a G major arpeggio. You're gonna play the triad tones, G, B, D. You're gonna throw a G on top, and then that's your arpeggio. But today I'm like, well.
So yeah, there's two concepts that are very similar, but they're slightly different. So a broken chord versus an arpeggio. So
Yes.
what is the difference between those two things?
Kind of a chicken and an egg situation.
Well, yeah. Well, broken chords typically, the way I see it is, it's more of if you play C, G, E, whatever it might be, and then C, E, G, some sort of C chord, C triad, you're playing a broken chord.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are playing a pattern, so an elongated, so it's a broken chord but with a form. So there's actually a method to that madness. Then it turns into an arpeggio. And that's kind of what's happening in a bunch of the songs that we're going to look at today too, and just how to do left-hand arpeggios or right-hand arpeggios.
So let's work on we should just teach an arpeggio.
Okay.
Are you guys at your piano?
Just a basic arpeggio. So probably the most basic one is a good left-hand practice for Hallelujah on how to do. Let's deal with that song. So that song is in a time signature called 6/8. So if you don't know what 6/8 means, basically means we're gonna be counting up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then
if you can count to 6, you can do this.
if you can count to 6, you can play this. Okay, so here's my C triad, C, E, and G. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play with fingers 5. People always ask me, hey, why are you playing a C chord with these 3 fingers? Well, it's because my thumb has to come up here to play an arpeggio.
That's as soon as it becomes an arpeggio.
Yeah,
is
right here
when
it's a triad.
You can change the finger rules.
And now it's an arpeggio, so now the fingers can change. So if you can't quite reach the octave, you can always rotate your wrist a little bit. And I'm gonna go to A minor and do the same thing. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
Left side.
Lisa, do you want me to change the key for
That's
you?
too low.
Yeah, let's do a new key. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
So now I just switched
You
the
get
key.
bonus points if you can tell me in the chat how Kevin did that, but we're gonna carry on because we're focused. I heard the secret. My brain's
go.
broken. That David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya?
So right now, when I'm
Basic
doing that,
arpeggio pattern.
you got it. It's a basic pattern where I'm playing the triad.
Yeah.
I'm going all the way up, and then all the way back down, except I don't land on G again. I start on the new chord, which in this case, in this key, it's G major and E minor. That would be one way to play it in 6/8, as long as I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reach the number 6, I know I have to make a new pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you master this, you're like, okay, I've got this part now. Let's do another pattern in 6/8, another thing that you can try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just talk about what I just did here, because this sounds nice too. It's a little bit more open. So I'm still following the same rules. It's in 6/8. But you see my fingers kind of doing a little crossover thing here. So what I'm doing is I took out the B from a G chord, and I'm playing the B way up here. And now it really opens up the chord. So now what I'm playing is G, D, G, and I'm playing the third. And I'm using my finger 2 to cross over, and then put my thumb right back. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Sounds
5.
beautiful.
It sounds really nice too.
So it's kind of like you're looking at the chord structure for the ingredients.
Exactly.
So on a G chord, you have G, B, and D. On an E minor, you have E, G, and B. But you're making the decisions about which order you play the songs in.
Exactly. And this same rule applies for every chord. So whether I'm doing a C chord, I hit the E when I cross over. D chord, D major. The third note of D major is F sharp. And it goes right back to G.
So you're taking the third and you're placing it on top.
You got it. And then you go right back down. And the main rule is that you want to be able to count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So let's see if you can hear the difference between those first two patterns. Here's pattern 1. Here's pattern 2. Which pattern do you like more? Pattern 1, pattern 2? Maybe you like them both.
I think you should give us one more pattern, Kevin.
One more pattern.
I think we should see what else we can do with this.
Let's see. I mean, you can...
Whoa, what?
Whoa, that was a big one. So that one I just did an octave right off the bat.
Jeez.
And then I played B and D, the upper structure of that G chord. So the G chord is G, B, and D. So I kind of went back and did like a G trite on my way down.
You have to have some kind of fast hands to do that.
Yeah, this is a tricky one.
So if you're at a more like intermediate advanced level, this would be really, really good for working on like keyboard confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting your hand out of position and into a new one.
Okay, yeah, your hand is really jumping all over the place when you're doing something like this.
It just changes where your ear settles.
And here's pattern number 2. And here's pattern number 1. So you can even practice all 3 of those as an exercise. Number 1, into number 2, into number 3.
Beautiful.
And a nice G chord.
I loved it.
That's nice, eh? That's
All right.
6/8.
Let's change the scenario.
Okay.
We're singing a pop song,
Okay.
such as shoot. All of Me.
All of Me.
That's in 4, isn't it?
It is in 4.
So how do we adapt those arpeggios to fit in that scene? Could you just use the spa arpeggio, Kevin?
Maybe.
Kind of.
I mean, there's.
You're
there's-
distracting us with with your right
my
hand.
right hand. I'm just gonna
Stop
do it
it.
with my left hand.
That's the spa arpeggio right
It
there.
is.
So you're using the third on top. What are you doing?
I'm using the third. There's one chord I hit the second. I just thought it sounded nice. So let me go to transpose this into A minor. Just
Yeah, that
so
would be easier to
It's
think with.
easier. The song is in F minor, but let's
Okay,
take
hold
that
on.
pattern.
Call out the chord slowly.
So now here's A minor.
A minor.
So I hit the C on top because that's the third of
Okay.
A minor.
I'm with you.
And the timing is 1 and 2 and 3
And 4 and.
So I'm holding this one for that a little bit longer than the rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. So this is what it sounds like if I'm hitting the third. But what if I hit the 2 of every chord? So for example, that one sounds kind of incomplete. I need to kind of, on a minor chord, I feel like I need to kind of go up. But here, that sounds really nice. Hitting that G, then C chord. Do it again. I think I like it most on this F chord. So everything else, for my pattern, I'm gonna hit the third. Here I'm gonna hit the second at the top. I'm gonna hit the third for the last 2.
It kind of prevents your ear from getting into like that predictability of it. And this is like totally kind of changes the vibe of a song.
Totally.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and then kicking me out. Got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't going on in that beautiful mind. I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright.
Can you do it in this part?
My head's underwater. Yeah, it works. I'm breathing fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So I was adding a couple little things. Every now and then I'd add a little fill, and I was just using arpeggios and using the extra beats I had, because right now I'm going 1 and 2 and 3, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4. I'm holding that C for and 3 and 4 and. So if every one of those beats, I can add a new note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There's a nice little fill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. It's kind of like busy and then hold. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. You don't want to be busy all the time, but if you do a nice little mix, it sounds really nice. And that's a bunch of different ways that you can do it in something like 4/4. Because if you take the same pattern that we were kind of doing with our 6/8 from Hallelujah, I had changed the pattern a little bit to make it fit 4/4, but I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
So beautiful.
Really nice.
Okay.
That's an A minor. So there's a couple different ways you can do it in 4/4.
Now, those were both fairly left hand dominant.
They were.
So what if we wanted to try something more with our right hand?
Something on the right hand. So if we take an arpeggio pattern, so taking a chord and making a pattern out of it. So let's take our A major chord here.
It's such a cheerful sounding chord.
It is. It's very bright. Okay, so let's take a similar kind of progression.
Okay, 5 points if you can name this tune.
See if you can name it here. I'm gonna kind of lead into it here.
Come on, guys, you know this song. Thank you, Megan. Tam's got it.
I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Okay, here's the question, Kevin.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful, but
Should I
isn't
break
that
down
a
what's-
broken chord?
It is a broken chord, but because it has this kind of pattern that keeps repeating, it can be called an arpeggio. So this is kind of like it's like a gray area. There's no like strict,
This is where I like to be.
yeah, in this gray area.
gray
as-
area.
It's a
There's no
broken
real
chord.
rules.
It is a broken chord, but when you play it in a big pattern like that, you can also call it an arpeggio. It does not have to be a full octave to be considered an arpeggio. So in this song, but she does have one in the middle. So let me break down what Adele is doing here, what her thought process is. So first, let's figure out what her chords are. And we should mention that this is going to double as our chord progression of the week.
Dun dun dun! Chord progression of the week. We need to get like a little like a sparkle graphic.
Sparkle,
It's
yeah,
just like, chord progression of the
That'd be
week.
great.
You never know when it's gonna hit ya.
What's like the more you know, or like the rainbow sign? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. All right.
Are we gonna come back? We're still good.
There we go. We're back. It was worth it. Whew.
We just wanted to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah, I went to space for a second. Okay. Chord progression of the week. Let's learn these chords. This is cool. It's like a live chord progression of the week, so we can ask questions too as we go.
This is like the cleverest teaching we've ever
I
done.
know.
Like, we're on arpeggios, and now suddenly.
Arpeggios into our chord progression of the week. Okay, so our first chord that we're gonna learn is our A major chord. Okay, A major, A, C sharp, and E. These three notes, A, C sharp, E. I'll teach you the broken chord or the broken pattern right after. The second chord, what she does, she's playing a C sharp minor chord, but it's not with C sharp in the bass. It's actually a G sharp in the bass. So what she's trying to do is this downward motion. The pattern is gonna go back and forth from A, C sharp, E, C sharp, A, C sharp, E, C sharp. 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So the second chord is G sharp, C sharp, and E. All you did was move your A down one note. Next chord, she's not playing the third of this chord. She's playing F sharp, C sharp, and F sharp.
That's where you get that really open sound.
Yeah, it's very open. Because she could have gone like this, but she must have thought, oh, you know what, this sounds a little too closed for me. I want it to open it up. And she's going back and forth between these three notes, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. And the last one, she keeps that F sharp there at the top and moves to A and D. And at the very end, she does a D sus2 from
What?
D to E.
Wait, hold on.
So let's.
Is a D sus2 the same as an A sus4?
It is. The sus's all have two different names.
What just happened?
I know. Each sus is kind of related to a different sort of sus. Because A, D, and E looks like A sus4, right? If I throw that A on the top, though,
It's a D sus2.
it's a D sus2. They're the same
A,
thing.
B, C, D, E, F, G. It's based on the 5.
You got
right?
it.
Oh! Ah!
We just had a light bulb moment. Pa, 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 pa. Okay.
I don't know what to do with this.
So
freaking out,
I need to
man.
practice something. Okay. I did not realize that. Me neither. Yeah. Look at that. Just keep that to yourself, kid. It's all connected, man. It is. Inverted sus. Okay. Back to let's do this. We're almost done this chord progression. So, the first one, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And now switch. 3, 4.
Wow.
And then repeat it.
Keep going. So friends, this is your chord progression of the week. You're welcome to sing along as Adele, or you can go to the random lyric generator. I mean, I can sing words from the chat. I love when you say the finger numbers in the melody. Super helpful. I mean, you could do that. You could also take this chord progression and put it into let's see if Kevin can do this, into a different time signature,
Oh.
like 6/8, and totally transform it.
Whoa, okay.
Let's see what happens here. Okay, this is an A. I'm gonna write them down for you, friends. And Kevin, we'll do a forum post after this inside the members area, just so you guys have this specifically. But Kevin's gonna cycle through. I'm gonna type these out. A. So here's our
chord,
A.
Yeah. The first chord is A. Second chord is C sharp minor over G sharp.
Minor over G sharp.
Then F sharp minor.
F sharp minor.
Then D.
D.
And then D sus2.
D sus2. And then back to A. Boom.
I think Snippy beat you, but yeah.
Well, Shinny always beats me. It's fine.
So now we're in 6A right now. What would this song sound? Or you can make it like almost like a doo-wop. It's like.
I heard that you settled down. This feels like Amy Winehouse. Found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams. This is too much fun. hold on, Kevin, hold on, because our members are asking some questions.
Okay.
They're asking, so that was your chord progression. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we do something inside piano. It's called chord progression of the week. We give you guys a chord progression, and then inside the piano forums, our members record themselves playing this,
trying
all
it
different
out.
kinds of ways, trying it out, and then share it, and it's really, really fun.
Totally.
So our piano members are asking kind of two things.
Yes.
Can you do some secondary dominants in there or some chord substitutions? Because you've given them a little taste of music theory.
Yes.
And now this is your Pandora's box.
Yes.
You deal with it.
Okay, secondary dominance. That's what
Not everybody's going to understand this, so don't stress out if you're like, what are you talking about?
we in last week's Kevin's Keys. So Kevin's Keys is another weekly show that I have on Thursdays right now, where we talk about theory and we go really in depth into that. And well, you know what? We can probably announce like the new. Yeah, well, let's do it. Okay. Well, Kevin's Keys. Quick sidebar. Super quick sidebar. Kevin's Keys has been a new show that we've been trying out on Thursdays, and it's been. I didn't know like where it was going to go, and initially I didn't know if I was going to be playing lots of like requests and songs, if I was going to be doing more teaching or focusing on theory. And it seems like the piano members have spoken, and everyone really, really wants to be learning more theory.
The members have spoken.
The members have spoken. So now that, Kevin's Keys was like kind of like my little experiment to see like where the show was going to go, but it's very clear to me now
I
that
can see clearly now.
theory is going to be the main focus point. So we're going to change the name from Kevin's Keys to now.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's not that dramatic, but our new name is In Theory with Kevin Castro.
In theory,
I
with
mean-
Kevin Castro, coming to you most Thursdays
So
inside the members
you
area.
got it. It's the same show that we've been dealing with. Lots of theory, lots of ear training. But it's kind of like that saying, have you ever heard someone say like, well, in theory, like that would work. Or,
In theory.
it works. But yeah, so, and the whole process, the whole idea behind this is taking the theory you learn and applying it to the piano. So it's more than just learning theory like from a lesson book. It's how does the theory actually apply to our instrument, the piano here. So
in theory,
In theory-
if we were to take the chord progression of the week
Yes.
and establish and use a secondary dominant
Sure,
and a
let's
chord
do it.
substitution, what might that sound like?
this would sound something like this. Whoa,
What
did you hear
just
that?
happened?
So I'll break
What
it down.
the hey?
Here's my A chord. Here's my C sharp
Business
minor.
as usual. We're okay.
F sharp minor. But I know my last chord is D, right?
Uh-huh.
So Lisa, what is the 5
Oh,
chord
no.
of D?
A.
A. So now I'm gonna play a dominant, secondary dominant. So the 5 of
A?
2.
Wait,
so
what?
This is called A7.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm with you now.
So we're going from, and the reason I'm doing A7 is because I'm leading. It's kind of like a passing chord going to that 2. So it sounds like this all together.
Okay. C sharp minor over G sharp. This is normal.
Normal. F sharp
F sharp
minor.
minor. This is normal. It's supposed to be okay. The A is a bonus.
The A is like a bonus chord. You got
The
it.
A is like the scenic route.
The scenic route. And if you want to take the extra scenic route, that's when you add the 2-5-1. That's taking it the step further because the 5 is the secondary dominant. So now that sounds like this.
Okay, A. This is normal. All part of Adele's plan. F sharp minor.
E minor.
Okay, so if I may, you knew that your destination was D major.
Yes, that's why I'm working backwards.
And you knew that you could take the scenic route to get to D major by
Yes.
finding the 5th note of the D major scale
Yes.
and playing it as a dominant 7 chord.
You got it.
And you're like,
A7.
heck yeah. And then because we know jazz rules,
Because if you know the 2-5-1 or you've been practicing our 2-5-1 exercises, what you can do is in the key of D, if you think about a D major scale, and you think about what is the second note in the D major scale? E. So that means E is going to be minor. And the 5, we're going to always make it a dominant. It's always the 2 is minor and the 5 is dominant. Always, always, always.
so the 2 is from which key? The key that we're
We
in?
transitioned outside the key of C, or sorry, we're in the key of A. We transitioned into the key of D momentarily from E minor to A7 to D to get there. 2-5-1s are all about kind of switching
The E
keys
minor is the 2 of D.
momentarily. Exactly.
The 5 is the 2. Wait, the A is the 5. The
I think we broke Lisa. Okay, but yeah, I mean that's jazz. I still have to do
Kevin
like
will
a
talk
proper
more about this in the in theory segment.
in the in theory
on
segment. So if you're
Thursdays.
interested in that kind of stuff, making songs sound cool like that,
If it makes
join
you,
us for in theory.
If it makes you feel any better, I've heard this. I've looked at this map many times, and I still am like, wait, what?
You know, it takes a lot of times. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then eventually it just
And I'm
clicks.
getting it, but it's just like you hear it, but you also have to put it into practice in your own playing for it to really kind of. Like,
Totally. That's the thing. And that's the hard part. That's the hardest part is taking, once you learn how to do a 2-5-1. I know Allison's been posting in the forums that she's been crushing out the exercises every morning. Like every time she warms up, she's practices the 2-5-1s from one of our weekly chord progressions we did.
amazing.
But then taking that knowledge and then trying to implement it into a song.
It's crazy.
That's the part that, you kind of have to be brave and jump outside the key. Like in Adele, I was like, well, let's use our last chord, the D chord. Let's see what a 2-5-1 sounds like here. And it kind of works.
No, it totally works.
I mean, it makes it jazzy, but.
All that jazz. Okay, so you've got the chord progression of the week if you are a PIANOTE student.
Yes.
We would love to hear what you come up with that. Now, speaking of PIANOTE students, we have a very special student to talk to you about.
Yes.
So inside PIANOTE, we select a student of the week every week. Student of the week gets a free t-shirt. We showcase them in our PIANOTE Live. And just so all of you know, within the PIANOTE community, if we select you for student of the week, we will ask your permission before sharing any playing videos that you have prepared. Just because we're showing them on YouTube now.
Now we're on YouTube now as of today, which is
Yeah.
very cool for YouTube members getting a glimpse into what it's like
Yeah.
inside the piano community. And
Super cool.
it's awesome. Like they get like 3 lessons a week is awesome. Like live lessons too. Like you got Technique Tuesday with Cassie. We got our piano show on Mondays.
Yeah.
And now we got In Theory on Thursdays.
In theory.
That's a lot of live lessons.
I'm never going to get tired of that name.
In Theory?
In theory.
In theory it works.
Theoretically. Okay, so speaking of student of the week, this week we have a very special student for you. Piano Angie is the winner. The selection.
Oh, you already said it. Piano
Oh,
Angie.
shoot! Oh no! Back up! Rewind! And the winner! And the student of the week is Piano Angie. Check out this video from Piano Angie. It's awesome.
Play any better.
Congrats.
Amazing.
So good. I love Coldplay so much.
And that was really, really, really well played. And I think the t-shirt did give you superpowers. And now you can choose another one of the PIANOTE t-shirts.
Yes.
And send Kevin at pianote.com an email and we'll hook you up.
Totally.
So congratulations.
Congrats.
Guess what time it is, everyone?
It is time for the questions and answers. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. So fancy.
Now, if you want your question answered, we are taking questions from PIANOTE members only. So we're going to be checking out our PIANOTE members chat. But everybody here is going to learn so much from the answers to these questions. So let's just dive in.
This
This is from Bad Astronaut. I feel like being a bad astronaut would be bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something you should be bad at.
Yeah, same with like bad doctor.
Yeah, not ideal. You won't be. Anyways, okay. Please find attached the song piece. It is a piece from the song Run by Leona Lewis. My question is regarding the bass clef. There are more notes in the bar than should be in 4/4 time.
In 4/4.
I guess these notes are some kind of background notes which will be held during the bar while other notes are played, and I haven't seen this before.
You got
All
it.
right,
So,
let's check this out, friends.
I mean, I got it here if you want to see it. I know everyone else can't see this, unfortunately, but this bar of music.
Is the G drive?
You can just see it here. You want me to take it? You want to explain it? You want me to explain
2,
it?
3, 4. 1, 2. Are those because of the triplets?
No, it's just like holding.
I was looking here.
Oh no, it's the left hand they're looking at. There's more notes than
Oh!
there is beats. That's what they're kind of wondering, because there's 2 half notes in this bar for everyone else, and
Is
there's
this a public
6
folder?
eighth
Maybe I
notes.
can share it in the chat.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Kevin will
So
answer
I'll
you.
explain this question. So in that song, in that particular moment, there are half notes that you're going to be holding, and there's 8th notes that you're going to play while you're holding the half notes. So in this song, it's going to, let me see what notes we have. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're always holding that bottom note. So yeah, it's kind of, it looks interesting. I don't know if were you able to share it?
No.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, you'll see it in music where there's like different layers of notes. So in this case, in this song, you're gonna hold those half notes, and then you're also gonna be playing those 8th notes while you're holding the half notes.
It creates like a pedaled effect.
Exactly.
I'm really distracted by the cupcakes. I keep looking
I
at them.
know. I put them in there now.
I'm like
oh, we can't see
thinking
them in
about
the
which one I could put in the freezer for later.
Look how good they
They're
look.
gorgeous.
Oh.
Oh, here, let me just hold them.
That's,
Vanilla.
in case you missed it,
Name all the flavors.
I might have to take that one for later because my nose touched it. That's like, smells kind of like strawberry, actually.
Well, it has a strawberry on top.
Oh my gosh, that one's cherry. This one's gonna be blueberry. Oh my gosh, it's blueberry. Okay, let's see if this yellow one is actually lemon. It's lemon.
Wow. Look at you. What's the green one?
It doesn't smell like green apple.
That's very interesting.
Maybe it's just vanilla.
You don't think it's kale, do you?
I wonder if I took
Just joking. Kale cupcake.
That's terrible. It's not even a joke, Kevin. Okay, you may want to keep talking.
All right,
because I'm
beautiful.
gonna be here for a while.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back into our questions.
Oh, we were done with that one.
Megan. Oh, is there more to that question? Oh, I haven't seen this before, and therefore my question was raised. Yes, we're done with that one. All right, Megan says, any chance you could play / sing Happy Birthday to Ed Kirk? He turned 8. We did. At the very start.
Ed is
Ed
seriously
is 80.
favorite person level right now.
You're in Lisa's good books, Ed.
The best books.
The best
There's
books.
the good books and then there's the best books.
Right. Okay, Booglebag. I wonder if that's how you say it. Booglebag asks,
so.
I want to learn jazz. Where do I start? That's an excellent question. We do have some lessons starting. Like,
You know what, as somebody who's like not jazz,
Yeah.
I think that the 2-5-1 makes me feel the most jazz.
Yes.
And so does like Sanga's walking bass line trick.
yes.
Can you teach us a 2-5-1 really quick with a walking bass line?
Sure, I sure can.
Like 2 minutes or less.
2 minutes. Okay,
2-minute
here
jazz
is
lesson.
a quick mini jazz quick tip. Right here. Take a listen. All right. So we're going to take a 2-5-1.
What key are we in?
We're in the key of C. So we're
Thank Kevin.
going to C. Here's how you do a 2-5-1.
We do root positions pretty
The
fast.
chords are D minor,
That's the second note of the C scale.
You
That's
got
why it's
it.
called the 2.
the 2 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 2. Here's the 5. Here's the 1. That's where we're going.
Every note of the scale has a number.
So now we need to play D minor, G, and then C.
Which
So
sounds good.
It sounds good on its own. I'm just gonna play in root positions for now. And now we're gonna add a walking bass line. So if we're in 4/4, like in a lot of jazz tunes are.
Oh my gosh. We can play jazz now.
Let me show you how to do what I just did. A little beginner jazz lesson. Here's what I'm doing. My walking bass line has to go from D to G in 4 beats. I got 4 beats to try and get there. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, and that lands me on G on beat 1.
Okay, but how did you know those notes were gonna work?
You can do almost any kind of pattern of notes as long as you get to G where you need to go. And there are some tricks that you can use, like leading tones. So if I approach it from a semitone below or a semitone above, I know it's gonna work.
So your target is G.
I need to get to that G by beat 1. So I have 4 beats to get from here to here. So it's kind of like a puzzle. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm on G.
What? Okay.
And here's what I did this time. I went G, A, B, but now I'm already right beside C. So I have a couple different choices. I can either go like D, C, or C sharp, C.
So the second target is the C.
My last target is the C because that's the 1.
Oh, wait,
so I'm
yeah.
going G, A, B, and this time I went down to G again because this is the 5, and the 5 leads really nicely to the 1. So if I do the left hand, 1. Now let me add the chords. Now let me add a little bit of rhythm. That rhythm was 1, 2,